Hey there hunters, Miles here with another Dead Space video with some tips for the impossible difficulty. If you're going to try impossible, you're going to want to start immediately after a previous playthrough. That way you will have your maximum armor and the inventory slots that went along with it. And when you start encountering the necromorphs, if they're by themselves, just stasis them and melee them and curb stomp them. Because alone, they're really not much of a threat if you keep stasising them. And this will really help you save ammo, because I really cannot emphasize enough how scarce ammo is on this difficulty. So just keep stasising them, whack them, and watch until they start to reanimate a little bit where the stasis wears off, back off, and re-stasis them real quick. And then just keep going until they're down. And when you start to run low on stasis, you eventually will, because you're going to have about 3 necromorphs coming at you when you're trying to repair the tram. Pause the game and enter this push button code, and it will automatically refill your stasis. Also, later in the game, where you're going to need air, this one will refill your oxygen. You can use these as often as you want, and they do not affect your achievements. You should hear a tone after you enter it successfully. And once you unpause, it'll automatically begin refilling. Also, save at every opportunity. Every single save station you come across, save. There's no reason not to. And the first couple levels are really the hardest because you're working with virtually no upgrades. And there you can see I just took a hit and half my health is gone. So just be careful. And if you take too much damage, go back to a previous save, see if you can do better, because you can get taken down in no time. It's just nuts. And then when you have a little breathing room, pause the game and enter these 6 codes, which will give you 18,000 credits and 7 power nodes that you can work with when you come to your first store and upgrade bank. These only work once through playthrough, and once again they don't affect the achievements. It's a great leg up for these early stages of the game. And here we can see that now I have a pretty good pocketbook and a handful of nodes that will really help. Alright, some last minute pointers for you. Stick with the plasma cutter only, because the ammo pickups are random, but they tend to lean towards the weapons you already have in your inventory. So the more weapons you have, the more varied ammo you'd get, and the more difficult it's going to be to manage your inventory. The plasma cutter works well in almost every single situation. And when you come to your first bench, prioritize the damage upgrades, because if your plasma cutter doesn't do a high amount of damage, the ammo and the capacity and the speed are not going to make a single bit of difference. Every shot is going to count. You want that damage high. And with those push button codes for the stasis and the oxygen, you can ignore the stasis and air upgrade, so you can use your nodes elsewhere, and you can sell any air cans and stasis packs you come across for more credits. When you're upgrading, always save 1 node for doors, because 9 times out of 10, it is worth it what's behind those doors. And lastly, before the boss fights, med packs, ammo, more med packs, and more ammo. Because these guys are going to take a serious beating before going down. You're going to want some margin for error. And that'll about do it. I really hope this helps. Impossible difficulty is such a daunting task. You're going to need all the help you can get. Good luck. Miles per hour for Achievement Hunter. I'll see you later.